Sammy again. So this week's episode, I don't have a lot of time to record, but I'm going to do the best I can. I decided to take a look at the episode Royal Flush, and I actually was I want to say it was that one that I thought about reviewing for my very first Monkeys review, but that ended up being The Audition, which, ironically enough, I saw that today and I was like, I don't remember reviewing that. I want to do that. And I clicked on it and I was like, I should really check before I watch this whole thing. And I looked back and I was like, oh yeah, that was the first thing I did. Because The Audition. Yeah. So Sammy crapped out really quick. So anyways, it was either this or the pilot. Like Find the Monkeys, that weird old one. But yeah. Anyways, I forgot to rank this out of 10 again. I'd give it like an 8 out of 7.5 out of 10. Because it wasn't bad. It wasn't like perfect, but let me just get straight to the point with the part about this that I don't want to say it bothers me, but it's just so obvious. Throughout the whole episode, it's like, this is just point for point your stereotypical Monkeys episode. And yes, that's Sammy in the background because he's very loud. He wants attention, but he won't stay on my lap when I hold him. But this episode is just, it's kind of bland in that sense. Even though all the jokes were funny, it was not a bad episode at all. But it's just so typical. Right, Sam? I also thought Harmonica was a very, very lazy name for a country. And on that note, all 3 characters that were from Harmonica all have completely different accents. So, 0 continuity here. I also thought one good thing about this episode is that most of the adults seem to have functioning brain cells this time. Like, Mike was like, hey, we haven't worked in like a month, we really gotta do something about that. And Davy's like, oh, we gotta save the princess. And then they immediately like record everything, which is smart, and they show it to the princess, which is smart. And the bad guy pretty much immediately figures out that the salesmen were behind the princess disappearing, which is pretty smart. So, with the exception of the stereotypical dumbass sidekick, everyone seemed to have functioning brain cells. And I appreciated that. Because that never happens in a Monkeys episode. Oh, there was one shot for the romp, for This Just Doesn't Seem to Be My Day, and the line was, my whole world is upside down. And the shot starts out upside down of a shot of Mickey and the bad guy chasing after him, and it like pans up, so it's like it goes from upside down to right side up, and it's just such a cool shot, and I thought it was so clever. I know Sammy's trying to get down, but if he gets down, he's going to scream at me. Oh, I had one more comment. That thing they did where they put like the titles on screen, like everybody does it when Peter was stealing towels, or we can't go on meeting like this when Davy and the bad guy were like caught in a funny position. Like, they should have used that in so many more episodes. And I know they tried to stick to that in earlier episodes, but it just like, they just did away with it. But it was so cute and fun. I think they should have kept it. Anyways, moving on to the fun bits. It was a really fun episode. Like I said, all the jokes worked pretty well. Mike saying we haven't worked in a month, and Peter saying, gee, it feels more like 5 weeks. Mickey being a military commander is pretty funny. Weirdly enough, in that part where you see like Davy in profile, with like his hair slicked back and like the beret on, I don't know why, but he looks so much like Nick Kershaw in that shot. They're like twins, but just 2 decades apart. He's even like super tiny like Davy. Look him up. They've got the same profile. It's adorable. W.H. Wool Hat was fun. There was a line where the bad guy says to the dumbass sidekick, if you're working for my enemies, I'd rule all of Europe, which is really funny. Mick being a throne salesman was just awesome. He plays that kind of character so well. Peter stealing towels is iconic. Both of the romps were awesome. This just doesn't seem to be my day. And Take a Giant Step. It took me a sec. This episode also has probably one of my favorite quotes from the Monkees, like, ever. And that is, "The streaker is going up the hill." Gets me every time. Every time he says it, I laughed my ass off. It's so good. The part where Mickey is like, "Oh, I have a good of a chance of finding us here as I do becoming Miss America." There was a part where the dumbass evil sidekick was like, "Boss, she'll spill the beans." I love his dumb, generic European accent. It makes everything sound funny. The sword fight was pretty cool. The maid buying the hotel is such a great ending. Like, everyone wins in that episode. Literally everyone. Well, except for the bad guys, but come on. And lastly, the interview at the end was super, super cute. That's all that I had for today. It was a good episode. It wasn't stellar, but it was good. It was solid. Real quick before I go, because I have like a few minutes before I have to leave, because I have to be out the door, I was thinking that it would be really fun to do like a dramatic reading of really old, really bad fan fiction that I've written. And like, it's nothing dirty or anything. Like, I literally knew nothing about anything back then. So I just think it'd be really stupid and really funny. And I wanted to see what you guys' thoughts are on that. So leave a comment down below whether you think it's a good idea, whether you think it's a bad idea. It would definitely be amusing and very cringy. There's some golden turkeys in there, I will say. There are some nuggets that are just so bad. And like, being a writer, I can see every part of it that's bad. And that's every part of everything that I've written. Yeah, let me know what you think about that. I also didn't upload the video for my main channel. Like, I didn't edit it. And then I was like, oh, it wasn't really that good because I didn't have good lighting or anything. So that's in limbo right now. It might not happen at all, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. So that's all the time I have today, and I will see you guys next week.